It's your man VACAY-J of VACAY-JTV. Absolutely, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe, comment, like, and share. We're getting into the recap of season 2 of episode 2 of the Wu-Tang and American Saga on Hulu. It's a Hulu original. Absolutely, I love season 1. Now we're in season 2. This is episode 2, and we about to recap that. Absolutely, and definitely comment below if I forgot anything, if I missed anything. Definitely comment below. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about it. So Bobby beat the rap, right? Bobby beat the case. And at the same time, Divine, his brother, he's talking to his brother on the phone back in New York. Divine, absolutely, this is his last day in the halfway house. So it's a new beginning for both of them. The halfway house manager is like, yo, I'm proud of you. You know, you've done very well. I'm going to recommend you to this instruction contractor, this guy. You know, he definitely hires people who just coming out the halfway house. I'm proud of you. Don't come back here. He let him know. Don't come back here again. Let me not see you again. All right. So then we go ahead and see Power. You know, not Power from, you know, the Power series, but, you know, Power. That's his name here in the WU TANG Saga, right? So Power's like, yo, he's talking to Shy. He's telling Shy, hey, listen, man, come get this work, man. You don't got to wait for this bus, man, do all this and that. Come get this work. I need you to cook up something for me. But Shy's like, nah, man. I'm serious about my music. That's the only thing I'm cooking up. I'm focused, man. I'm staying focused on that. That's what's going to get me through. We're going to make this happen regardless. So he's definitely determined, definitely focused on getting his music out there and definitely doing the music, staying out of trouble. That's a good thing. So Shy definitely goes to the Firehouse Studios. He's ready to make it happen. He's serious about it. He's paying for his studio time, getting his money up. He's doing what he has to do. Absolutely. He gets a beat from Bobby and Bobby puts it on the tape. But the engineer's like, yo, listen, man, you know, this low quality tape, man, I got some high quality, you know, equipment here. You sure you want to rap over this? Shaw's like, that's the beat I'm rapping over, man. Just put the tape in. That's the beat I'm rapping over. So Bobby made a beat just for him, put it on tape, and Shaw's going to rap over. And of course, we know how Shaw does it, you know, AKA soon to be Raekwon, the chef, right? So let's now transition. Bobby's in the basement. Of course, he's looking at this Chinese movie. And the Chinese movie, from his interpretation, is, you know, a man basically who lost everything and he's going to get it all back. He lost everything, but he has to work his way back. Similar to him, he's relating to the movie with his own situation, but his mom has a different perspective on it, right? His mom saw the movie as well, and her perspective of the whole movie is that now it wasn't really just about that. It was about him getting it back, but he was getting it back where he brought his brothers together and got it all back with his brothers, and his brothers got some too as well. So it was really about unity and community. Let's move on. Here we got young ODB with his shorty. His shorty is braiding his hair, and of course you see the look on, you know, Asan's face, right? Asan's like, what is going on? Like, you know, what's happening? You know, what's going on? So of course we see her baby's father, right? Her child's father. He's like, yo, who is this? What's going on here? And she's like, none of your business. None of your business. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? You're not in my life no more. You just here to pick up your child. That's it. Or drop him off. That's it. So Asan goes outside. And of course, him and his boys, they mad. So they beat him up and jumped him. It wasn't no fair one at all. They jumped Asan. He's on the ground. He's telling, yo, don't come around here no more. This, that, and the third. And he's telling his boys, if you see this cat, just lay him out where you see him at. Just lay him out where you see him. I'm just like, man, this cat is whack. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. Now let's move forward to Divine. Divine is talking to, you know, Nia, his girlfriend, longtime girlfriend. And she's talking about, you know, starting a family. You know, she just got a job. She's a manager at the video store. You know, she's doing pretty well. And, you know, she wants to start a family and have a baby. And he's like, hey, listen, you know, I just got out the halfway house. Divine is like, I just got out the halfway house. Let me get my job. Let me get on my feet. Let me save some money. And then we could definitely talk about it. We could definitely talk about moving on and definitely having a child and going from there. At the same time, because she's the manager at the video store, she's dubbing tapes, right? She's bootlegging tapes. And what she's doing is she's giving those bootlegs to Gary. And Gary's on the block and he's selling those bootleg tapes, right? So let me know. That's kind of weird, right? You know, Gary and her, you know, there's something going on. I don't know. But Gary's out on the block. He's selling those bootleg tapes and everything else like that. So they definitely making money and they got a deal together. So he's selling those bootleg movie tapes. You know, we remember that from back in the day. So Asan rolls up on Gary like, yo, you know, I just got jumped, man. You know, what should I do? And Gary's like, yo, go talk to him as a man. Go talk to him one-on-one as a man. You know, you got to understand his perspective. Like, you know, you just up in the house with his, you know, the mother of his child. just go talk to him as a man and see if he gonna level up with you. As a man, see what that's about. So Asan is like, all right, let me go do that. Let me go talk to him as a man and say, hey, let's figure something out. Let's work something out and all this and that. Now, we see Linda, Bobby's mom, they in the basement and they going through some music. She's looking at the OJ's record and they playing the record. And I like this scene because it shows, the bond that he really has with his mom and, how he's always loved music and his mom always loved music. And, I love how, they have this bond together. And she's like, I know the music. I know the OJ's, she's like, I knew this before you was even born, So I just like that whole transition. Let's now back to the studio. We got the studio guy, he's like, hey, Shy, your time is up. Your time is up. You're overtime. You're over the time. And he's like, yo, I'm in here, just with my music. I ain't know about that. He's like, listen, man, you owe me for an hour. He's like, yo, I don't have, Shy's like, I don't have any money to pay you, man, but I still need my music. So the guy's like, hey, listen, till you get your money up, I'm gonna hold on to your music. Get that money, and then I'm gonna hold on to your music. Now we go ahead and we see Method. We see Method Man in the hallways. He's spitting and kicking it. And this is the first time we hear him call himself Method Man. He's kicking those lyrics from the 36 chambers, right? METHOD, right? You remember that? So he's kicking this the first time we see him call himself Method Man. And of course, Rebel, he's like, yo, that's kind of dope. What you call yourself, Method Man? That's a dope name, right? That's a dope name. I got to come up with a special name too, man. I like that name. I like that name. So the next thing you know, Rebel's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He goes down the hall and he writes Inspector on the wall. That's right. Rebel is Inspector Deck. So this is the transition now. Everybody's kind of figuring out their name, figuring out their identity, before, the Wu-Tang clan is going to be formed. So Inspector Deck, he writing it on the wall. That's Rebel. And Rebel was played by, Joey Badass, but now this guy's doing pretty good. Fast forward. We go back. Asan goes to the dude, tries to talk and try to reason with him. And the whole nine say, yo, we both men. Let's work it out. I'm seeing her regardless. And boom, the guy just punches him right in the face. He ain't trying to hear nothing. He's like, I ain't trying to hear nothing. Just don't come back here no more. Don't see my baby moms. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening. So Rebel, again, he's in the hallways. He's tagging his name on the wall, tagging his name everywhere. And the undercover cops catches him and says, yo, stop doing all that. It's vandalizing, whatever. They pull him over. They put him on the wall. And, of course, they search him. They find some product because they out there doing their thing. And it's like, man, Rebel got caught. Rebel got caught up. He got knocked, right? So now he's going to the pen. It's like, man, this is definitely not a good time because Bobby's on his way. Bobby's coming back to New York to bring everybody back together. So, yeah, he's definitely going to get out, but we don't know how long it's going to take for him to get out, right? So Method Man, he's in the car with U-Guard now. That's the first time we see U-Guard. And he's talking to U-Guard, and he's like, yo, Rebel got knocked. Rebel got knocked by the undercover cops. And U-Guard is like, man, if I see an undercover cop, this is what I'm going to do to him, this, that, and the third. At the same time, in the background, we hear, joints and songs from, Dre and Snoop. This is back when. This is to let you know exactly what time frame this is going on, back in the early 90s, when that Chronic album was out, right? So this lets you know when they was coming out, when they was coming up as far as getting together. Now we see Shy. He's waiting at the bus stop. He's about to catch a shuttle, go back to the studio, right? He got his money up, go back to the studio, and he sees Divine. Now, of course, him and Divine, they got beef from way back. A lot of things have transitioned since then. So eventually, they're going to have to talk. They're going to have to settle this, because, Shy's still rocking with Bobby, and Bobby is Divine's brother. So eventually they're going to have to settle all this and that. But, Divine is like, you know what? It's not settled. Shy going to have to take this bus. I'll take the next bus. Let's transition now. Shy's at the studio, and the studio guy's like, yo, check out, Eric Sermon. So Shy's now talking to Eric Sermon. Eric Sermon is like, yo, I heard your songs. I like what I'm hearing. I like your lyrics. I like how you kicking it, man. Maybe one day we can do a song together, right? So, of course, Shy's like, yeah, I'm with that. So the studio guy's like, hey, listen, man, I played your songs for a couple of producers. My cousin, he's a producer, so, he wants to work with you, this, that, and the third. And Shy's like, yo, but I got my money. I want my music. He's like, don't worry about the money. I'll give you your music. Just go ahead and kick it with my cousin and make it happen. Now, Rebel's in jail, right? But he's doing the time. He's not letting the time do him. He's sharpening his sword. He's working on his lyrics. He's like, yo, when I get out, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be super nice with the lyrics. So Rebel, who will soon be Inspector Deck, he's working on his lyrics. He's making sure that he's sharp as a sword. So when he comes out to kick it on Bobby's beats, it's going to be crazy. Divine now meets up with the contractor guy. And he's like, the contractor guy's like, listen, I've hired a lot of guys. I don't have any room. So Divine's like, yo, listen, just try me out for a week. Try me out for a week. I'm a quick learner. You don't even have to pay me. Just try me out. So the guy's like, you know what? I'm going to pay you, man. I see that you're determined. I see you've been recommended. Come on through. So he got the job. So now Asan is back. He's back with Gary and he's watching one of these movies, right? He's watching this Chinese movie. And he's seeing the one-man army. So he's like, you know what? He was inspired by the movie. He said, let me go back. He went back to the guy who punched him in the face. He's like, I'm the one-man army, and decked him right in the grill, knocked him out. He knocked him out right on his feet. So now we back in Ohio, right? Bobby and Dennis, they in the basement. They're going through some stuff. And Bobby's like, yo, man, I can't just sit here in Ohio. I got to go back to New York. I got to bring the crew back together. I got these beats for everybody, specific beats. And Dennis is like, yo, man, I got a family, man. I can't go back there, man. We gonna have to go our separate ways. And Bobby's like, yo, I'm not leaving you, man. Here's a beat. When you're ready, come through. I'm going to New York, but come through and we gonna make this happen. I'm not leaving you out. So young ODB now on the block talking to his shorty, and shorty's like, yo, the dude, he's right behind you. He's coming with his crew. He's like, where? He's right behind you. He got the shotty. He got the shotgun. He coming to do something. You got to get out of here. And Asan is like, what? What are you talking about? How close is he? And he gets close and turns around, does a karate move. Boom. He took the shotgun from him, shoots the gun in the air. These guys are running. They're out of there. He's like, I'm the one-man army. Asan. This is where it all began. I just love how these beginnings start and how they come about. So now, Shy, he's in the house with his mom. Things are looking good. Things are looking good for her. He's about to go meet up with the producers. He just told her like, hey, this could be our big break, Ma. Finally, things may be coming through. We're going to make it happen. So he's excited. She's excited. So now, he's telling Method Man, hey, I'm about to go to the studio, meet up with these producers. It's about to go down. We about to all come up, right? So now in the hallways, though, you got this guy, Day. He's playing around. He's playing the game. He's playing craps with his boys. And he's shooting the gun because he got into an argument. And boom, the bullet ricocheted and hit Shy in the leg. I'm like, man. Shy got hit in the leg. The bullet went right through. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. He's like, man, you keep playing around. And he shot him in the leg. Thank God it went right through the leg. So he was just totally upset, ruined his chance of meeting the producer that day. Of course, he had to go to the hospital, get all cleaned up. It was just a bad move. And I know, when opportunities like that are lost, it's definitely, hurting his heart. I'm sure Shy was just totally mad, totally upset. He's like, man, I'm just trying to transition into something better. I'm not trying to be on the block anymore. I'm just trying to do this music and get out there, right? So now Bobby's in Ohio. He's looking at all of these beats that he's made for each and every one of the members, soon to be members of the Wu-Tang Clan. As he puts it all together, he's ready, he's set, he's about to go. His girl is sad, of course. She's like, yo, can I be part of the Wu-Tang Clan? And he's like, I'm always going to be here, baby. He don't really want to go, but he has to do this. This is his purpose. This is his mission. And she, she's going to be there. His mom is like, of course, you're going back to New York. What's going to be different this time? Remember the lessons. Remember everything that you learned. And absolutely make it happen. Whatever you're going to do, just do it the right way. Don't get into no trouble. You already know. And he's like, nah, Mom, focus. I know what I have to do. I'm going to go out there. We're going to make things happen. I'm going to bring my brothers together. We're going to make it together with my brothers. And I like this. Now he's on a mission. This is the beginning. Bobby's ready to absolutely bring together what we know as the legendary Wu-Tang Clan. So family, this is what it's all about. This is Bobby's transition to the next level. So family, again, that's the recap of season 2, episode 2. I'm super excited about episode 3. We're going to do that real soon. Family, listen, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment below if I missed anything. And don't forget to like, ring that notification bell. And absolutely, let's make this thing happen. It is VACAY-JTV. I'm out. Salute.